everybody. How are you guys doing here today? We got about a minute and a half before we take to the track here at Richmond Raceway for 175 laps. Fun and excitement. You guys are ready as I am. It should be a good one here today. We have had some very entertaining races here with the Pricks of Pavement. Not only just this season, but throughout their entire existence as a league here. Jay Weezy finishing up some qualifications. It looks like we'll be underway after this one. Just about a half a minute remains, and we'll be getting in. You know the rest. You know the rest. They're gridding up. Different strokes for different folks here as far as breaking points go. These guys definitely going to have to just be cautious, be careful here. Take a look at the RogueEnergy.com starting grid here tonight. Let's look at it here. Chris Downing starting on row 1 on top of the board. Next to him, he's got Ross Tatum. Jared Mogard and Tegan Daigneault sitting in row 2. Back in row 3, Kyle McCoy and Brent Allen. In row 4, we got Dylan Blankenship and Randy Cornwell. In row 5, Ryan Stewell. Next to the Butt Bus, Travis Butt. We got Christopher Wade and KT McCann sitting in row 6. Back in row 7, Austin Anderson and Travis Creech. In row 8, Chris Whitaker and Ken Campbell. Rod Tucker, Jonathan Woods sitting in row 9. Behind them in row 10, Tyler Gorel, Tyler Gentry. Got to roll the Tylers there. Chris Keeby and Grandpa in row 11. We got Anthony Caudle and Mark Miller sitting in row 12. Back in row 13, Jay Weezy and Jace Johnsrud. Jesse Johnsrud and Kevin Kaufman sitting in row 14. In row 15, Michael Cruz, Bryce Nichols. We got John Etheridge and Carl Young sitting in row 16. And Carl Dressbach rounding out the field here in row 17. Use that promo code BWSports1 on RogueEnergy.com. Check out all the things that we got coming your way over at www.bwsports1.com. Check out Timeless Engineering and Design as well. They're putting it on tonight. Big shout out to them. A huge thank you. Check them out on Facebook. Timeless Engineering and Design. Who's going to take it here today? Ross Tatum, Chris Downing. These guys starting to get really used to each other up in the front of a few different leagues next to each other. They've been riding it out, having some fun. Let's just see how much fun we're about to have here today. These guys about to take the green flag here at Richmond Raceway. The pace car about to pull off. There he goes. We are about to get it on here at Richmond Raceway. There they go. The green flag drops. We're racing here. Can they get through turn one? Like I said, different strokes for different folks here. Kicking it back to the widescreen. They keep it 2x2 for most of the field, but they keep it pretty steady for the most part. Matt Sanborn, he's cheering on old Downing there. He's in front right now. Uh-oh, there's our first spin of the day. He holds it steady, keeps it safe, and they keep it clean and green for the moment. Solid run we got going already here. Lap 2 of 100. Downing gonna use that clean air as much to his advantage as possible here. Carl, thank you for joining us here in the booth. Look at these guys stacking it up in the rear there.
Absolutely, that was a little dangerous. No doubt about it.
You got that right. That was a close call back there. It looks like these guys really starting to get used to each other. That truck race here, I think guys took my advice. There's some guys back here, and they got some track time in here. Whether it be the NIS, whether it be the A Open, these guys were kicking it for some time. Let's see what happened here as we kick it back. We got a caution here. We try to find the cause for the pause here. The 42 of the Keemster. What happened to the old Keemster here? The 7 machine there as well. Yeah, it looks like we got a ghost one as they blinked out and poof, there they are. Unfortunately, we've had some issues with that all across the board. Well, hopefully it'll clear itself up here. As these guys back behind the pace car, we got a couple to go before firing back and underway with the green flag here at Richmond Raceway. We do get the 1 to go this time by. We're going to be firing back off. It'll be lap 10 of 100. For some reason, I thought it was 175 laps. Showing 100 right now. I feel like there's going to be some sick April Fool's joke. We'll see. I'm just kidding. What a run this has the opportunity to be. Let's see if that 46 gets another good jump off in the front, as they will take the green flag yet again here at Richmond Raceway. Pace car is off, and we are back on it here. Down and getting another good jump on the top side, taking Dano. Gonna try to follow suit there. He needs to get clear of Jared Mogart, who's down to that low side at the moment. We'll see. We'll see. Chris is the definition of Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, well, it probably will, or it has with Chris. But he's getting some good luck there, too, as he makes his luck. We'll see if he can make it here today as he's pulling out. Like I said, that fresh air really going to be beneficial here today up in the front. As Ross Tatum in that 21 machine falling back early. We'll see if he can make a charge back up to the lead here. Got some two-wide action behind these guys up in the front. Austin Anderson making a run down to that low side. Can he get around? Ryan Stillwell looks like he is going to make it happen. These guys having fun with it. No doubt about that. These nice little green flag stints make this track, a little interesting. Definitely going to have to hold on to their tires here today. No doubt about that. These guys giving it their all. It's lap 15 of 100. Downing still out in the front. He's holding steady. Meanwhile, the general here in the 22 machine, Randy Cornwell, trying to get to the backside of Kyle McCoy and Travis Budd here, who are battling out. That's going to allow him to close that gap a little as Kyle McCoy keeps looking, but just not there yet. He's going to have to hold back, give it a little love, see if he can find that spot to put the 24 machine down in position. They're pushing here. Kyle McCoy down to that low side. Can't get to the side just yet. As Travis powers off at the corner. Making a good run here. It'll be lap 20 of 100. 1/5 of the way here. These guys doing a pretty decent job here. At Richmond, we got Austin Anderson making a run on the general. He's down to the low side of that 22 machine of Randy Cornwell. He's going to get around him. Ryan Stillwell. He's right back there as well. See what he's got for him. Christopher Wade's climbing through the field. Christopher Wade, he's one of these guys that he might not start the best, but he's going to climb through the field. He's patient. He really pays attention, has a good head on his shoulders here to keep it steady. Stillwell looking to the low side now of the general. They get side by side, awfully close through those set of turns. These guys talking, we got a hot right rear here. You cook an egg, fry an egg off them bad boys. Travis Creech, KT McCann, they're going to battle side by side. The 95 and KT makes it around. He's looking forward at the 22 of Randy Cornwell. He's going to be able to make it out there. Let's take a look up front as the 31 and taking Daniel. Not terribly far behind that vehicle of Chris Downing, but definitely does have some room to gain here. You see the gap in between Tegan, that second place vehicle. There's the front, and there's third place there of Jared Mogard. Let's take a look at the weather right now. 95 degrees on the track. These guys are fighting Richmond Raceway right now, and they're winning. Right now, these guys doing a great job holding steady, really taking what they learned from that truck series on Wednesday and putting it through to some good use here tonight. KT's caught the backside of Travis Creech, a battle for 12th here. See what he's got. You can see in the miles per hour, these guys really having to woe that down. Through the corners, I think it goes without saying there. I mean, I know that, Kyle. Brian Parr's cheering on Grant. Let's do a little check-in on the 48 machine with Grant Parr here. Michael Cruz in the 022. Whoa! About turns down on the 31. Let's see if Mogard has any issues here with that 022 machine. He's trying to keep steady running his line, but he's got the field coming. This could be dangerous. He is way off the pace. Send it, taken. Oh, the 24 pushing up. 22. Oof. Oof. There's a gap of about 1.8 seconds separating first and second place. The 46 of Chris Downing, the 31 of Tegan Daniel. Rich Thompson from Mainly Money Pits. He's out there cheering on Downing as well. He's holding down the front for now. We'll see if he can hold on to it. I like this track. And this is one of the cleaner races, honestly, I've seen at Richmond here in the, of lately, I should say. Maybe that means somebody should go on vacation a little often, more often, huh? What do you guys think out there? $95 at KT, gonna go to the top side, I should say. The upside would have worked as well. Woohoo! Grant Parr makes it around the 57 of Rod Tucker and the 75 of Travis Creech. Creech trying to hold on to that car right now as he is loose as a goose. Christopher Wade finds himself in the top 10 here. Kyle's favorite, Ryan Stillwell, sitting in ninth out in front of him. He's got that 35 machine making his way onto the track. See if we can tell a difference in those new to used tires here. Is the 35 machine. Wore out tires on the top side. The 35, the other 35, we got a battle of the 35s here. The other 35 should be able to boogie on down to Chinatown here. Christopher Wade catches the backside now of Ryan Stillwell. See if he can catch him. Take a look inside the vehicle with Mr. Wade. For a moment as we ride around the car, lap 40 of 100. He barely made it by there. Let's take another look at that. As we saw the smoke coming from Mr. Wade's vehicle. Too much throttle there for the 35. He's to the top side. Look at the 53, just barely making it through. He's to the top side of Austin Anderson when it happened. Cold, new tires. Whoopsie. We're going to see a lot of guys come down pit lane now, lap 42 of 100 here at Richmond Raceway with the bricks of pavement at the Timeless Engineering and Design 100 lapper. Just by a hair, the 46 beats the 31 out of pit lane. Taken gave it everything he had, just not enough. Green flag out in the air. Downing with another great jump out to the front. See if Tegan can make something happen, or if Mogard gets around him. As Tegan defends to that low side. Looks like he's going to be good to go. Keep an eye on this battle for second place right now as Jared looks to the low side of Tegan. Jared in the 421, Tegan in the 31. Who's going to come out on top of this one? These guys side by side giving it their all. Still working right next to each other. The 21 of Ross Tatum trying to make it up to these guys as well. He's by himself. Everybody else too wide through this field. He's going to try to take the low side here, see if he can't follow right on line with the 421 of Jared Mogard. If he can work his way around Tegan, the 21 machine of Ross Tatum will try to put a gap, or I should say erase that gap between the two. 21. Oh, playing a little peekaboo. Halfway through this one now, lap 51 of 100. These guys exchanging blows. Can that 31 put himself down to the low side? He got him. Tegan Daniel going to put himself clearly into second place now. .46 of Downing, pushing onward as these guys battle back behind him. He's okay with that. No doubt about that one. See what the 421 of Ross Tatum can get going behind. Sorry, the 21 behind the 421. Travis Butt right back there as well, taking that butt bus into fifth. Kyle McCoy right behind the 24 now of Travis Butt. Can he make a run? Caution here. Whoa! The 75 into the 83. That's John Etheridge. Let's see again. Travis Creech. One time, give it up 2 times in the wall there for Travis Creech. 3rd time's a charm. Gives the league admin and owner, John Etheridge, a big old sloppy kiss. Knocks him out. Meanwhile, the fugitives up in the front. Chris Downing taking Daniel, driving like they stole it. Let's see what they can get going in the second half of this race right now under caution. It's lap 57 of 100. Another day in the life here of old Tommy Boy's moderate size cookies. Made some of those earlier. I like the thin, moderate size, chewy cookie. It's crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Unlike others who took 20 years to formulate a recipe, myself, I made the recipe in 20 minutes. A sprinkle of love. Tommy Boy's special ingredient. We're good to go on some Tommy Boy's moderate size cookies. About to take the green again. Green flag flies. They're back out and running. See if they can keep it mean, green, and clean. As Downing yet again gets a great jump in the front, taking Daniel. Not going to allow anybody going to ruffle him feathers there. Jared Mogart actually decides to take a pit stop. We got another caution. Let's see what happens here. Holy moly. The 05 looking like a doorstop that you watch this. This is Jesse Johnson spinning, whoopsie, bang. One more time. The old doorstop effect here. Let's watch it. Oh, we got some wrecking behind those guys, actually. So the doorstop maybe had a reason for falling. Looks like the 12 machine. Is that Chris Whitaker? Take a look here at the 12. The 91 came down just a hair. The 12 takes Afterich into the pits. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you break. That's what happens when you hit a wall, firewall. Yeah, that's right. It's like, let's see if I can get it. I wonder if you guys heard that. One more time. Bye. Tommy Boy's not an oatmeal raisin guy. I like an oatmeal no bake, I guess. But no, that was definitely those moderate-sized cookies I shared with you earlier were definitely chocolate chip. As thin as Dalton's arm, as tasty as Kyle. Green flag in the air. The 46 of Chris Downing. Yet again, another great jump. Taking Daniel Austin Anderson. Going at it there for third place, second place. Fourth place, Tatum. He's up in the mix. He's got Ross, Randy, Grant, Jay Weezy. Sprinkling a little mix of Rod Tucker. These guys going side by side through the turns of 7. Kyle McCoy looks like he's dipping down below the 57. Nails the 86. We got a caution. I think the 57 just went in a little hot. Maybe it's too hot. Too hot, baby. Watch him come in here. Jay Weezy up on that top side. Had the speed. I don't know if he saw the 7 and just said, whoa. Let's take a look inside the cockpit. Make sure we didn't have a right-handed turn here. Oh, no. He didn't turn. Not sure Jay Weezy maybe turned a little earlier than what the 57 thought. Not exactly sure what happened there with Tucker. A rough go around here, though. One more time. He just took it straight up to the 86. Not sure what happened there. We're under caution. That I do know. And it's lap 72 of 100. Green flag back out in the air. We're back to the action here. Let's see what they got as Downing yet again gets another great jump out in the air. They're stacking up behind about 4th, 5th place here. Go in, we'll watch as the General trying to make a clean run down to the low side here on Grant Parr. Grant's got Kyle McCoy up to the top side now as well. Look at this here. They're going at each other. Austin Anderson trying to catch that backside of the 21 machine. 48 of Grant Parr's got Brent Allen to the top side. Travis Butt now there as well. 421 of Mogard making a way through the field. Lap 80 of 100. Battling back here, Stillwell and Etheridge, Grant Parr and Mogard as well. They'll hit the line. It'll be lap 21 of 100. .75 machine trying to catch the backside of Grant Parr. Travis Creech looks to have a little more stability in that ride now. Sure, he's sitting on some fresh tires. Send that bus. They're stacking up back there now. Let's see if they can get a clean exit. The 7, the 22, 32, 24, 421. Group of them all together there. The 24 gets a little loose on the 32, makes a little contact. Keep it steady at the moment. We got a caution. Let's see who this one was. The 022. He's been having troubles all night here. Michael Cruz. .81 what? 81. Oh, the 022, he's out and around. Don't see anybody else involved there. I said at 80, there was 21 to go. Maybe that's what I was thinking in my head. Either way, yeah, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Downing and Tegan take 2 pit lane. Ross Tatum elects to stay out. We'll see if this is going to be the call of the day to end the 46's run, as he has been up front for a good amount of time here. We're going to keep it here, see who gets out of the pits first. He's down again, just barely getting out in front of the 31 and taking Daniel. That's going to drop him back to 15th and 16th, respectively. Let's see how this works out here. Kyle giving credit to the class of clowns in the field here. I'm up in the broadcaster's booth. Heard somebody say, Sean, where you're at, but I think they were talking to John, actually. John, where are you at? Green flag flies, and we are back underway here with the action, the fun, the excitement with the Pricks of Pavement, Timeless Engineering and Design, Richmond Raceway. Watching Tatum. He got a great jump out in the front, but it's going to be all for naught. How much room do you have? Let's see what happens here to the 37. 24 goes low, taken, looks top side. They make a little contact. He's out and around. The 86, you get some of that there as well. Here they go, about to take the green flag yet again. We're going to have 6 laps to go here when we fire off. 6 to go. Green flag action back underway. Ross Tatum We got the general up here as well. Oh! Big one. Big one. Stays green. And that gets about everybody. Let's see what happens here. $75 in the wall. Happened in front of him, though. Takes a look down to the low side. They just get hooked up. What was the other one there? $25, Donnie Gibson there. Collects a good amount of them down there afterwards. It's going to be a green-white checkered here to the finish. That collects them even farther back. Let's see what happens up here. After the yellow flag is thrown. Oh. Jared Mogard gets into the 22 at Cornwell as they come to a slow. And whoopsie. Kyle, you're picturing correct. They got one to go. Like we said, it's going to be green-white checkered here to the finish. There it is, green flag in the air. 2 laps remain here at Richmond Raceway. Back under caution. Whoo! It's going to be a rough one to the finish. See what happens here. Christopher Wade fires off the 91. Gets a little slower start. Brent Allen immediately to the top side. Travis Butt down to the low. KT gets up a little bit into the 91. Sends Carl Young around and whoopsie. He says, no way I could have got out of you there, KT, says Travis. But well, that right foot, Travis, does let off. That thing does let off just a hair. You can decelerate. They get ready to fire off this time by for what will hopefully be the final restart of the night. You got that right, Mr. Gentry. Pace car's off. We're going to get back underway here. Green flag back out in the air. These guys are back to the dance. Let's see if they trip over their feet or if they keep it steady, baby. They keep it green as McCoy holds on to it. He got a little loose. That white flag is waving now. Butt Kicker Gamer 2 final lap. Immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. The 21 of Tatum. He's going to take off with that. Oh, Brent Allen pushing Grandpa up to the top side here. 2 more turns for Tatum to take it. Ross Tatum is your winner here today. Jared Mogard in second. Austin Anderson rounding out P3 here today in that 23A. Woo! Let's see. There's your elite performance. Podium finishers. Let's talk to these guys, see what they got to say about tonight's race. What's going on, Mr. 23A? How's it going?
What's going on, buddy? It's been a while.
It has. It has. What a run for you today as you found yourself kind of battling throughout that whole field. Run us through this race today as you look fairly clean, too.
Yeah, it was I mean, this track is just tough. The balance of the car is just it's a little different than what you would expect, but that's what makes it, a little bit more racy than other places. And I didn't feel too confident going into qualifying, but try to keep it as clean as I could. I tapped the wall early in the run and just kind of process of elimination. And I couldn't believe those guys went to get tires with like they was gonna have 13 to go when we went green. That just blew me away. But it is what it is, and it's good to be talking to you and get a top 3 run there.
Like they said today after that F1 race, hey, it doesn't always matter. Saturday isn't always what counts there, meaning that qualification doesn't mean at all. You pull through there today, and how racy was this track? It looked like some guys were able to make some runs up on the top side, you including, or you being one of those.
Yeah, I was surprised at how fast the top lane came in 1 and 2, especially. And 3 and 4 is a little different. I mean, it's good for restarts, but the top lane just felt really good, especially the last about 15 laps. Man, you could really stick it in there and run it a little harder than you normally could. And I feel like, man, if we would have had 50 more laps in this thing, we would have had a really good race on our hands. And it's just good to see the track get a little bit more racy. But the car's so loose, and when you got a car that's got low downforce and is loose, that's when you get good racing and passing. So
it was a great race here today. You find yourself in the podium position, 3rd place here. Congrats, Mr. Anderson. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
Oh, Checkers and Wreckers. You guys do a lot for the team, and Imperial Motorsports and boys always helping me out on the asphalt. W5 Ranch, putting food on the table for my family. Can't thank that guy enough. AC2 Skins, always hooking me up with good-looking paint schemes. I got another one coming along pretty soon here. And just everybody at home for watching, man. It's been tough, but I've had a kind of a not a good run, but I appreciate everybody sticking with me. And lastly, certainly not least, the WR1 sim rigs. If y'all need a good sim rig, go over there and check them out. Chad Wheeler will help you out. And I want to thank my wife and kiddo for letting me take the time to do this every Sunday. And thank you for putting on a good show, man.
I appreciate you for coming out here, throwing it down in style. You are the man, sir. Have a good one. Congrats again.
Thank you, sir.
We'll move on to Mr. Mogard. We'll talk to Jared. Jared, you got a copy, sir?
Buddy, what's up?
Oh, another good run for the 421 machine. Jared Mogard, find yourself battling. You kind of switch up the strategy here today. It doesn't seem like you like to run on if you're not in first, you're going to change up that strategy. You don't like to run what everybody else is. Am I correct?
Yeah, you always want to be first there, but the 46 there, when he was out front, he was absolutely gone. So I knew I wasn't going to beat him straight up on same tires. So I figured if I come in, get fresher tires, and maybe get a run there, we could get back up there and get them on freshies. But we never got a long enough run to get back up there.
You find yourself battling through a good amount of this. You got a little battle scars through there, but hey, that's short track racing here at Richmond. How much did these tires play a factor? Because a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are going home with a couple extra sets, honestly.
Yeah, I know I'm going home with 2, and I think some of them guys are going home with 3, but I was just talking to Ross about that, and, for me, the setup was so loose, I could never really get a handle on it. My tires were good for about a lap and a half, maybe 2 laps, and then they were garbage, so that's why I put it as hoping for a run, and we just never got it, but we were able to come back up and get second behind Ross, so it was a pretty good night all together.
Absolutely. That last green-white checkered, you guys were really battling. And how do you keep these restarts so consistent here? How do you really focus? Is that something that you practice yourself? Because I don't know myself if that's something that I do practice, but I probably should, in all honesty. I feel like that's a fine art.
Yeah, I mean, you practice it a little bit. I like to think that I have a really good reaction time to where the second I see that leader flinch, if I'm not the leader, try to get on the gas and stomp on it and try and hang with them the best that I can. Obviously, tonight, as you seem to, watching it was a little tricky there. The wheel spin was pretty crazy, so you had to get on the gas as quick as you can, but not too hard, and roast them and stack them filled up and cause a bigger wreck.
Had to find that balance there today. You did it. You find yourself sitting in P2. Congrats, Jared Mogard. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
I gotta thank Dennis Ecker Racing, Dirt Race Central, Splash and Go Graphics, Future Race Reports, Epic Power Computers, everybody at Borderline Racing for letting me drive their car, you for doing the broadcast. You do a hell of a job, so thank you for doing this in the truck series on Wednesday, and all the viewers, hopefully they enjoyed it, and congrats to Ross again on the win, and on to the next one.
There you go, the 421. Congrats to you on a second place finish.
Appreciate it.
We're going to move in now, talk to the winner here. Ross, ditch me at Martinsville. Tatum, you know, if there's any sweeter thing than you like to see, I'm sure it's Austin Anderson on the podium and yourself above him in that podium spot there as well. Run us through that race here today.
Austin who? Yeah, that race was pretty interesting, and we had a good green flag run there at the start. I think Chris Down and Tegan were definitely the cars to beat. I think I kind of tricked them, pretend like I was going to go to pit road right there, and I didn't. And basically, we just had cautions after that. It worked out for me. Somehow came out on top, man. I don't know what kind of luck I'm having this year, but I'm loving it.
He found that golden horse. You were sitting on it, and you got up, you found it, now you're carrying it around. You better not lose that thing. What a run here today, that 21 machine. You look clean, and I really feel like that did a lot. And talk about how much clean air really helped out, because it looked like whoever the leader was, it was just hard to get back to the backside and really make something happen.
Yeah, the restarts were so important. You just couldn't, if you weren't in first, if you couldn't control the restart, it was just hard to get going, and it just meant everything to be out front. It seemed like it would take 3 to 4 laps to catch whoever was in front of you, no matter what. So I was just thinking at the end, if I get track position, maybe I could just hold on to it. And, I already have a couple wins this year. So I just took a chance and went for it, and it worked out. I guess it's allowing me to be a little bit more risky with my calls, and that's definitely paying dividends.
You just got to keep it going here. How do you keep that momentum up throughout this long season?
Oh God, I don't know. Talladega's a crapshoot, and the next until Coda, I love basically every track we're going to. They're all like some of my favorite tracks on iRacing. But after Coda, it's probably going to go to Hell in a Handbasket, because those long indies and Poconos and stuff like that, and road courses, I can't do those very well. So I'm just got to enjoy the good times while they're coming.
Let them roll right now, because like you said, it could be a rough back half of the season here. Good luck to you and the 21 machine going forward. You're setting yourself up pretty right now. Ross, congrats to you on a fantastic win, sir. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done?
Well, I got to thank Coca-Cola. We got 2 for $5 body armors in convenience stores right now, so go get some. 99-cent Mr. Pibbs. But also got to thank my teammates at Misfits, KT, Randy, and Jonathan. Got to thank Checkers and Wreckers. You guys do an awesome job broadcasting and all y'all's other stuff you guys do. And just anybody watching, thank you for watching and tuning in to us.
What a run here today. Congrats again to the 21 machine of Ross Tatum. You went right by him, and you did that on purpose, didn't you? I'm watching the burnout right by Anderson. The rivalry continues here. Ross, congrats
There's
to
no
you.
rivalry.
I hear you. Well, I'm going to build one. What a run here to the 21. Congrats, sir.
You got it, man. Thank you.
You got it. That's all we got for you here today. Thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in here to the Pricks of Pavement from Richmond Raceway with the Timeless Engineering and Design 200. I'm Tommy Boy with Checkers and Wreckers. Until